This improv story is based on the idea a guy gets recruited into a motorbike gang. Let the story commence. I don't know, it looks a wee bit wet, a bit slimy. Craig was walking down the street one day, minding his own business. Guy walks up to him, leather jacket, bandana, holding a helmet in his right hand, top to toe in leather, t-shirt that said "Rock On, Tommy." What did he used to say? Bobby Ball. Aye. Will he say "Rock On, Tommy"?
Smashing, thank you. What the bloody hell's that?
It's a spot, Tom. It's a spot.
Well, I can see that, but what's he doing there?
It's a beauty spot, indeed. It's a freaking beauty spot.
Beauty spot? You're balmy, you are.
Tommy, I'm not balmy. These are a thing of beauty.
Oh, yeah.
They all wear them.
Oh, yeah.
That French
You're
chap
balmy, you are.
used to wear one of these.
What French chap?
You know, that French gear.
Yeah.
What? Geezer, not say gear.
No, geezer. You can say gear if you want.
Oh, that French geezer.
Yeah.
Louis the Ship.
Louis who?
I wonder if a lot of the comedy was in the kind of false, the false copsies, as they call it. You know, the kind of, you know, the, I don't know if it's easy for you to say, he's fucking that up, look. They're good, them. He's fucking that up, though, they're professionals, they know how to laugh it off. Anyway, guy came, "Rock On, Tommy," with a picture of Bobby Ball. And the guy said, "What's your name, mate?" And Craig went, "Who's asking?" And the guy went like, "I'm asking." And Craig went, "Craig, what's your name?" And the guy said, "Butterfly." And Craig went, "Oh, Butterfly, that's a beautiful name." And the guy went, he said, "Is it because you're named after, because you look like a butterfly, or you're into butterflies?" "No, because of this." Butterfly knife. Is it TOS? No, a butterfly knife. No. Butterfly knife. Legal. Citizens may not carry butterfly knives on federal property concealed. All right, so that's America. The knife is now. Look at this. The knife. Legal status. Oh. The ballet song. Oh, is that the kind of like original name? This is education. So this is to tell you about these knives. It's outlawed mainly due to its easy utility in crimes and ability to be easily concealed for the same purpose. So basically that they two metal bits cover the knife so they can then be hidden without it accidentally slashing you, I'm assuming. Let me see. United Kingdom. The ballet song. That must be the eye. Has been legally classified as an offensive weapon since 1989. Carrying one in public is an offence. Sale, lending, hiring, giving or reporting is prohibited. Right. An exception is made for knives of this type over 100 years old, which are classed as antiques. There you go. Look at that, how what is illegal, and these are all states. I'm fucking interested in that. Germany, illegal. Ireland illegal. Look at that. It looks like it's because it's for stabbing people. It's for hiding it and stabbing people. Nothing else. So it's illegal. So that's a wee bit of education. I'm just educating on the legality of these terrible weapons. Here in Glasgow, I mean, I hope I don't get any trouble for Twitch, but here in Glasgow, which was Glasgow is an incredibly violent city. A culture and history of gang criminality. If you don't believe me, Glasgow list of gangs. I mean, this is only. I mean, this here's only the gangs that probably exist currently. This isn't your fucking Glasgow razor gangs. The tradition of gang formation in Glasgow stretched back to at least the 1880s. There you are, eh? Religious sectarianism had been rife in Scotland for centuries. The centre of it was in Glasgow. Glasgow had mainly been Protestant, but in the 19th and 20th centuries, large numbers of Roman Catholic Irish immigrants came to the West Coast. So it's sectarianism. Or, not to get all political, but it's not so much... I've seen people say, not get all political, but I've seen people saying it would be incorrect to simply call it sectarianism when it was mainly actually anti-Roman Catholic Irish sentiment rather than some sort of tit for tatting. But let's not talk about that. Let's not get into some big argument. Keep it fucking light, eh? Got to keep it light. Is that true? Well, I mean, one thing starts another, then it all becomes maybe tit for tat and all the rest of it, but I don't know. A big mess is all you need to know. People know getting on. And if I may say so, let's face it, men no getting on. 1920s, Glasgow became known for its gang violence in the Gorbals area particularly. So there's lots of gangs. Lots and lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of gangs. Many gangs, however, two of the most infamous were the former Penny Mobs, Brigton Billy Boys, Norman Conks, Beehive Boys, the Santoy, Tongs, the Fleet, Govan Team, the Bingo Boys. Oh, no. That's almost goading people. The Billy Boys were founded and led by Billy Fullerton, a former member of the British Fascists. Fullerton also later became a member of the British Union of Fascists in the 1930s. The Billy Boys adopted a militaristic style of behaviour, marching on parades, formed their own bands. Yeah, so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. There you go. Glasgow. A mess. Where was I? So I'm just trying to educate people on knife horrific violence that I grew up with and I saw as a child. A horrific violence. And the joking of such violence in the gangs normalise the violence. And then as you get older, you start mixing with the broader spectrum of people online and so on who don't come from my background, and you crack a joke about someone getting stabbed and they say that's not funny. And I'm like, but I grew up being taught that it's kind of funny because it's so prevalent. And people say, no, you're actually a bad person. And I'm like, no, you look here, you're fucking middle class, privileged we fucking, you were not, you were the fucking there. You hear about somebody getting stabbed and you laugh about it. That's how we coped. I can't do this.
But I don't know if you go into 2 clouds of poison. I'm sure your
What?
chat will tell you, because
What the I'm about 45 fucking minutes behind by the thank yous, by the way. Oh, is all. So the guy said butterfly because I carry a butterfly knife, and he pulled out a butterfly knife. And Craig went like that. Aye, officer! There was a police in the had his horns there, you know, that kind of thing. You know, they've got that kind of horns like that outside Doner kebab shop with their colleague was in there. Officer! And this woman walked over like that. Hi there, how can I help? This guy's got a butterfly knife. Okay, is that true, sir? I'm allowed to get you know, it's for hunting purposes. Butterfly knife is illegal. Contrary to Dangerous Knives Scotland. Okay, a second. Aye. Okay. I'm afraid. Can I just see the knife there? Can I just see the knife there? Thank you. Okay. No. So that's contrary to the Offensive Weapons Act 2019, Scotland. That's draft. That's a draft though. So it's currently in draft status. So I'm going to have to take that off you and I'm going to have to arrest you. Do you know what that means? And the butterfly went, yes, officer. Okay, just going to call it. We need a card over the thingy street and the thingy, right, okay. Just going to place you in handcuffs, is that okay? And butterfly went that. Will it hurt? No, they'll just put it. Will it hurt if he's really try and move a bit, but make sure they're nice and comfy. It's just really to restrict your movement there. I said, they new handcuffs. I said, butterfly, what ones are they, pal? The ones that are kind of rigid between the cuffs, they're kind of rigid and you can't sort of move. It's not a chain. We use them because they're harder to cut through. Some people are able to cut through them. Oh, I don't like the ones because I kind of get a lot of. There's not a lot I can do, pal. And the motor turned up and he went, well, listen, we don't have to cuff you, just if you behave yourself. And Butterfly got taken away. And Butterfly is in that jail right now. Playing Grand Theft Auto 5, riding on a motorbike as part of, what is it? What's the gang? No, GTA 6. What's the gang? The Damned. The Lost and the Damned or something, or the Damned. No, the Bingo Boys. And he's in there, and he showed weakness when he came in, and they're kicking fuck at him every night. They're battering fuck at him every night. And the funny thing is, they're getting him to smuggle in butterfly knives. So he's called Butterfly in there, but because he smuggles in butterfly knives. Basically what happens is, a visitor comes in, goes to his seat, slams the butterfly knife. Would that work? It would. Into the seat. So it's pointing up, then brings the two metal bits down so it sort of covers the knife. And he has got a split in his jockey bottoms. And he has to sit on it. And it goes right up. Because the two metal bits cover the knife. And he has to sit there like that. I'm so glad you could visit me. Thank you very much. And then he has to go back and then they pull it out. There's about 20 butterfly knives in there. And his arse is shredded with them. shredded. Sorry, somebody who said that. Most feeling, please. I can't because it's fucking sad. It's sad. But I've just had news. Here's a twist, by the way. This isn't an improv story. This is a true story. Last night, I just got news that the top dog came in and said, listen, your arse is a mess. I heard you're bleeding. I can put you out your misery if you want. I went, please. And he thought he was going to, he went, can I pick the butterfly knife? He said, I'm not going to do it with a butterfly knife. I'm going to do it with the cable of the PlayStation. He went, I don't pull it out though, because you're not meant to switch it off when it's got the wee loading symbol, but it's got the wee, it says don't pull it. Fuck up, shut up. And the top dog just went like that, strangled him with the cable. And that's it. The end. How do I know? I'm the top dog. I broke out last night. I just went like to him, fucking shut up. Do you want to go walking about with your arse looking like fucking pulled pork? Well, do you? His arse was hanging out like a what do you call it? I'll show you what his arse was like, right? He had smuggled in his time about 120 butterfly knives. Some of them weren't shut properly. Some of them were shut properly, but see the wee holes that you get, it rubs against it. And if once you get one cut in your anus, that then pulls against it and it rips off merit. Basically, a stitching time saves 9. His arsehole looked like this. Aye. That's here. Look like that there, I would say. That was constantly hanging out his arse like a tail. It's bad news. It was bad news. Whenever he was doing a shite, he'd have to sort of hold on to that and like hold it up like that out the way. You know, like when you were younger, if there was when we used to like do underage drinking when we were like 14, 15, there'd be a lassie that's had too much to drink, she's been sick, and as a favour, going to hold my hair back. You'd be like that. You know, so the sick doesn't go in front of her when she's like, right, sorry. So you'd have to hold all that out the way, or it gets shat on. You get dangleberries, but on the guts. Dangleberries, not on the fucking hairs, but on the guts. It's a mess. So, let that kickstart your week, everybody. The phrase of the week is a stitch in time saves 9. A stitch in time saves 9.